The following program is rated low, and staff improvement is advised.
Listen, how do you cook a cat?
Hey.
No, I can't talk about cats because I've got some friends that like kitties and stuff and I want
You're
to
just
Pictures presents.
fasten your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Hey, monkey, get funky.
It's time to pump it up. It's time to move it to you. It's time to make you move.
It is time to play.
Now, look, we've got a great night tonight. We've got a very special guest. We're speaking with Kerry McInerney, who is, as I was saying before, just back from Hollywood with 1 gold and 4 silver medals from the World Championship of Performing Arts in Hollywood in California. Lots and lots of medals. I couldn't even count everything she's got over the last few years, Kev and Richard.
Oh, her awards. There's a lot of other things we're going to be talking to Kerry about, how she got started. While she was over in Hollywood, she received a international distribution deal for her music.
Oh, did she?
And she's got to go back next year. And one of her singles, one of the albums, has actually been taken up by a major radio station up there as the breakfast show theme song. This is her and Michael Fix. And Michael Fix, if you know the gentleman, he's multi-award winner, guitarist extraordinaire. And this is a beautiful, haunting song. And I know how Kerry come to get this song, but we'll talk to Kerry about that later. But this is the title track of her latest album. It's called Stay.
Stay with me. Oh, don't you walk away. Stay with me. I may not be the one you're looking for, but I'll hold you close at night. Make you believe and leave you wanting more. Though I may not be the one, I'll make everything alright. Stay with me. Don't you walk away. Stay with me. You can make excuses, you can tell me lies, change your face or change your name. You can make love then leave me every time. It's always the same. No one is to blame. You can make excuses, you can tell me lies, change your face or change your name. You can make love then leave me every time. It's always the same. No one is to blame. Stay with me. Oh, don't you walk away. Stay with me.
you have it, Beautiful Stay, the title track off her latest album.
Oh, what a gorgeous,
Beautiful
what a
song,
gorgeous
beautiful
song.
song.
And a big welcome to
To
Kerry.
Kerry McInerney. How are you, Kerry?
I'm very well. How are you guys?
It's lovely to have you.
Yeah, great to be here as well. Thanks for having me on the show.
Lovely.
Pleasure. Now, Kerry, you're originally from Sydney, then you moved to Inverell, and now you're based in Harvey Bay.
That's right.
So you've done a bit of travelling in your time, in your short period of time.
Yeah, I've been around. I mean, I'm a Sydney girl originally. I'm sort of like from Aruba, actually. I guess they used to call them the bra girls, but yeah, I was one of those girls, and used to frequent the beaches quite a bit. But then we moved up to Inverell, which is, you know, the colder country of northern New South Wales. But it was great to live there. I still love Inverell. It's really where I grew up, so kind of liked it there. And then I made my home up here in Harvey Bay, and I've been here ever since. But it was just great. I love Queensland, not only because I was a bit sick of the cold weather, I might add, but, you know, it's a great place. Harvey Bay is so beautiful, and, you know, I just feel like I'm in God's heaven. It's really beautiful here. Every day is just really perfect. We hardly have any winter, and, you know, I can come and go with my music. I travel around quite a bit, but it's a great base to live. We've got Adam Brand living here now, and Guy Sebastian's living in the area, so, you know, it's a pretty prominent place for a lot of musicians to sort of flock to, really.
Yeah, you come from a bit of a musical background. Your mother worked on 2UE in Sydney, your dad did the club circuits, and your granddad, I believe, was a Rodgers and Hammerstein fan.
He sure was. He definitely was.
Love
I mean,
him.
I actually grew up on all that stuff. I don't know how many, you know, songs from South Pacific and you name it. We used to sing every single one of their songs that they wrote. I'm sure I know most of them. If I was ever called to, you know, actually perform it on stage, I bet you I know every single word. Yeah, music was all around me. Like, Mum still sings. You know, she's a lot older now, but she still loves music. It's really a part of her life complete. And, you know, my dad worked, and my uncle actually also worked in bands in the club circuit as well. So it really was everywhere I looked.
You actually started out as a bit of a writing poetry until you entered a songwriting competition up in Bundaberg at the Bundaberg Roundup, and you ended up winning 3 awards and getting a record contract out of it.
Yeah, well, that's
a bit of a
story, really, but it's true. You know, I just started writing this. Well, I'd been doing poetry for quite a number of years, and I just thought, you know, maybe I'll turn these into some songs. So I just wrote. They were really initially, I guess, simple sort of tunes, but still not too bad. I actually recorded one of them on my first album, to be honest. Took it up to Bundaberg, not knowing what really to expect, but we won 3 awards that weekend. From there I thought, gee, you know, I can do something with this. I might just start sending it out, and you never know your luck in the big city. So I sent it down to Sydney, and I got a contact actually recommended me, and I was really, really fortunate to be picked up by a record label in Sydney, CJJM Australia, which is an independent company. But my gosh, we had some of the best players on my first album. I worked with Mike Kerrin and most of the boys in the Slim Dusty band. Great experience. And, you know, I had Mike Kerrin and also John Sayers, who's a very well-known producer in the industry. They sort of did a collaboration on the production side of things. But I had Rod Coe and, you know, all the boys were there, and it really, really was just a fantastic experience to start off with. It's really like, I've been fortunate. I mean, I think that was a great, you know, calling card to start into the industry. You know, they promoted I actually got my very first album, Fool's Game. I actually got my very first hit single, which was Out in Our Veranda, and that was just such a buzz even just to hear the song first off on the radio was pretty exciting.
It must be good to hear your own record, I think. That would be fantastic hearing it on the air.
Oh, it's just so exciting.
Yeah.
It really is. You know, anyone who's starting off the industry, if they can have that opportunity, it really, it's sort of like your dream come true, you know, and yet there's so much more ahead of that. At the time you just think, oh, wow, I've achieved everything I needed to achieve. I've made my stuff on radio now, but of course, you know, careers are a lot longer than that.
That's for sure.
Well, you've progressed from that to your own record company now, businesswoman, your own record company, KWM Music Australia.
That's right. Yeah.
And you've done a bit of radio work, so you're getting your own music out there.
Yeah, I certainly
with Countrified Radio. Where do you do that, Kerry? Countrified Radio. Where's that?
Well, Countrified Radio is really an independent freelance radio, which is picked up by a lot of other radio stations around Australia, and you know, it's just an hour show that we do now. Mm-hmm. And pretty well it's in Australia and overseas, so it's any radio station that wants the show can buy it and pick it up and put it on their programming.
Okay.
Oh,